I'm still very surprised. I think there's a lot to learn about exactly what's going on. But it's good news, in fact, that there's moving that way.
The bench warrant that was issued for the arrest of a Native Hawaiian educator on Maui has since been recalled. The warrant was issued on Wednesday when Samuel Kalekoa Ka'eo chose to speak only in Hawaiian for a trial involving his arrest at last year's demonstration against the construction of the Daniel K. Inouye Solar Telescope atop Haleakala. We spoke with Ka'eo on the grounds of the University of Hawaii Maui College campus for his thoughts.
Computers decided, for some strange reason, which I don't really understand why, except that I think they're trying to really put the screws into my political organizing that's in a community, to then say, not just being prosecuted by them for Hawaiian rights issues, but now to even say how I could speak in defending myself. Part of the issue we should realize is not just what's happening in the judiciary, but also questions should be asked of the Maui prosecution team. Where did that decision come from? Who decided, in fact, to enforce this kind of policies? I mean, what would be the reasoning to do that, except to somehow find a way to deny my Hawaiianness within this argument of this, my defense, really saying that it's really about the defense of our people and the question of our cultural rights as a people.
Being proficient in both Hawaiian and English, critics asked why Ka'eo chose to speak in ʻŌlelo, Hawaii during Wednesday's court proceedings.
I mean, there's two things there. One of them, first of all, is that it is my human right, I believe, as a Hawaiian, in defense of a criminal case that is criminalizing me for being Hawaiian, for an act as a Hawaiian try to defend our cultural integrity and our cultural rights, that as a human right, I have a right based upon that fact to represent myself in Hawaii. It is also clear anybody that understands multiple languages realizes that for the best way for me to represent my ideas and feelings, my cultural integrity, is to use our Hawaiian language. And I can say things in Hawaiian that would not perhaps come out in the same way in English. And even though there are problems with translation, so that is an issue also, at least on record, maybe at this time, but sometime in the future, so I believe that record of what I'm saying in Hawaiian will be better understood, perhaps.
Given the recent 125th anniversary events of the overthrow and the recent remembrance of the 100th anniversary of Queen Liliuokalani's death, we asked Ka'eo if he feels progress has been made towards the betterment of the Hawaiian nation.
Definitely. I think what you see going on is, again, you're talking about now you have generations of young people from the day that they were born. We're not born with the shackles on their brains of somehow an educational system or culture system that really despised the sense of being Hawaiian. You know, today, this generation are born, in fact, very empowered with the understanding of their history and their language and the sense of their identity. So they cannot but help to behave and act and think as Hawaiians. So if you look at Mauna Kea, I think that's a great example. Really, that so-called rebellion that occurred in Mauna Kea was led by the young. We were led by people like Kaho'akahi Kanuha, who were born and raised in the Hawaiian language. So there's definitely a way stronger and more powerful consciousness that you find throughout, the Lāhui and the Hawaiian community.
The case has been rescheduled for a status trial setting and further hearing on the issue of an interpreter for February 21st. The group Kāko'o Haleakala that was involved in the initial telescope protest has planned a gathering this afternoon in front of the old Wailuku courthouse. The full interview and video is posted on our website at mauinow.com. Keeping you up to date, I'm Wendy Osher.